Good morning. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Joshua Peterson. Today, I'm making a video on how to know if somebody is demonically possessed, if they are an attribution to your life, or if they are a energy sucking vampire. Okay? Because there's a lot of those. So that's something big into my life. I would consider myself an empath, which means I'm very empathetic, although I do know how to turn that off. But I listen to people very, very well. God has blessed me with the gift to listen. And anytime you have an interaction with somebody, okay, whether it's your friends, whether it's your family, it doesn't matter who it is. When you have an interaction with somebody, there's an energy exchange. Even when you just lock eyes with somebody. The moment you lock eyes with somebody, energy is being exchanged, okay? Now, have you ever had a conversation with somebody where you left that conversation, you thought to yourself, oh my God, I'm so drained. That was a lot. That person just basically emotionally vomited all over me and I feel worse. I feel drained. Okay, when that happens, that means you literally gave them your energy. Do you understand? You gave them your energy. So you feel less. And the messed up part is they might not even care. They might just be trying to get something off their chest. They might not even care about you. So that's one of the ways to know. Another really solid way is like when you're excited about something, like when you liked something and you tell that to somebody else, okay? And then they kind of just react like, oh yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, I mean, that sounds cool. Yeah, good luck with that. And they don't like actually get excited and they're not actually happy for you. That is a tall tale sign that they're not even listening to you. They don't give a crap about you. And guys, I want you to understand, like, demons are not just, they're not just little like red people with horns running around. They inhabit your family members. The Bible says that your worst enemies and the demons are gonna come in your household. Okay, I've literally had several family members talk poorly about me, try and deceive other family members' opinions about me, change their opinions about me, when I haven't even spoke to this person or these people in years. Years. Look at the story of Job. You guys remember the story of Job? God took everything. No, God didn't take him. God allowed Satan to take everything from him, to test him. And even his own wife told him to curse God and go against him. So sometimes the closest people in our lives are going to be the ones that try and get us to stumble and that trying to get us off the path. Okay, I'm a living testament to that. Sometimes you'll have a friend or a best friend for 3-4 years and the only thing that they can say in a conversation turns negative. All they're doing is complaining. All they're doing is essentially trying to get you down to their level, all right? The Bible says, do not cast your pearls upon the swine. If someone cannot listen to you, if someone isn't on the energetic level as you, then they're swine, and you should hold your breath, all right? And I know I'm speaking to a lot of people right now. I know there's a lot, because I'm not alone. There's a lot of people like me. So I know you are guilty, and it's not your fault because you probably were unaware, but you try and do too much for people, right? You ever see that person that keeps trying to like save the person? Like they're gonna give them, basically you're giving somebody all your energy until you're about dead and they're still doing their own fucking habits, okay? I have a friend, I'm not gonna name him, I'm gonna remain completely anonymous, but he's one of my best friends. And this guy is in his 30s, like me, young 30s, and he's having heart problems. And we figured out why. We figured out it's because of like an imbalance in the electrolytes. And the worst thing that you can possibly do is drink alcohol and coffee and smoke weed without compensating with electrolytes. And you shouldn't even be drinking alcohol anyways, guys. Alcohol is from the devil. You shouldn't put that in your body, period. End of story. No excuses. No, oh yeah, no, I mean, it's a nice bottle of wine. It was a homemade vineyard. and the family really takes care of their grapes. No, 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 no. You're being deceived. There's nothing good about alcohol. It lowers your vibration. It destroys your body. It destroys your soul. That's why they call it spirits, guys. They put it in your fucking face. It allows bad, negative spirits to enter you. Okay? So this guy, right? Like, I've given him everything. I even taught him how to meditate. I bring him over to my house. I get on his level. I listen to him like nobody listens to him. And I tell him the truth that he needs to stop drinking. It's not worth it. And the next day, beer in your hand. Next week, going out for wine with your girl, eating a bunch of food. Like, dude, people will do what they're gonna do. It's not our job to save everybody, even if you are a chosen one like me. Even if you do have the gift of healing and the gift of teaching, it's not your job to save everyone. Even Jesus couldn't save everyone. Even Buddha couldn't save everyone, okay? So when you do find somebody that listens to you, okay, that appreciates you, that is humble, that asks you for your opinion, when you find those people, because those people are out there, you need to keep them in your life. You need to appreciate them. You need to pour into them. And the reason why is because they should be pouring into you. Okay? That's the main thing that I'm trying to get at here. When they start to do things for you, okay, sometimes they will compliment you. Sometimes they will confirm that you're, guys, my best friends right now, okay, I have one best friend. I'm not going to name any names on the YouTube channel. He's going to probably watch this and know who he is. But I met him at a coffee shop and a coffee bar, and he's about 10 years older than me, and he's the man, dude. Every time I talk to him, he's enlightened, I'm enlightened, we're both happy, we both leave with good knowledge. He's taught me things. I have another friend that lives in Australia, and he's a king, just like me, and he has introduced me to hidden knowledge, okay? He's the one who really explained to me, like, why semen retention was so important, like, actually, for a man, okay? Like, before I knew it, but I didn't know the reasons. I didn't know that, and he fucking plugged me on the knowledge and the books and where to find these people. So there are people in your life, you got to use discernment. They're not always going to be your family members, and they're definitely not going to be the people that you grew up with or whatever. Like, people keep people in their lives just because they have a shared history with them. That's not right. That's wrong. So we're about to go to the beach again. We go to the beach every day. This is what we do, right? Right. So when you find the people that actually care about you and that pour into you, and when you leave the conversation, you think to yourself, oh man, that was awesome. I'm glad I had that conversation. That person revitalized me. I feel so much better. Like, thank God that person's in my life. Those people you pour into, you double down on those people. Okay, sometimes, I've had this happen, bro, so many times. You'll have a conversation with somebody, like I said before, and they're just kind of like, oh, hey, yeah, okay, cool. Or you'll send somebody a heartfelt text, okay, and then they won't reply. Like, what? Are you serious? Are you such a low vibrational human? Is your frequency really so low that you don't even have the capacity to reply? That's embarrassing. That means you have no energy, and nobody in your life probably respects you. And those are the people that are doing it to themselves. So guys, when somebody's doing it to themselves, gotta let them go. You gotta let them go. It's not worth it. Like, again, don't cast your pearls to swine. We live in a world with a lot of swine. That's fucking true. I used to be one of them. I used to be a piece of shit. So I know. Now, be aware, guys. Like I said, the craziest part is people are evil, and it's not them necessarily. Like, people get inhabited with demonic frequencies, and it's them. Okay. Now, granted, if they were to like purify their life and stop drinking alcohol and stop getting rid of their sexual energy and stop exposing themselves to horrible things that open portals that allow demons to get into them. Granted, if they were to do those things and live the narrow path, then they wouldn't be dealing with it But whatever, they chose not to for whatever reason. In the Bible it says that most will choose that path, most will not walk the narrow. So when you do find those people, man, you just got to let them go, okay? It's called loving from a distance. I still love my family. I still love my siblings. I still love the people I grew up with. Yes, I love them, but I love myself more. I take care of myself more, so I keep my distance. I don't exchange energy with people like that, all right? And don't let anybody guilt you into this either. Guys, people are going to have attachments to their old belief system. This is the thing. This is the main thing. When you start to really elevate, okay, when you start to get to a higher level, a higher frequency, what happens is your beliefs change and your priorities change. Okay, so all of a sudden it's not so important for you to go out with your drinking buddies and catch up and play poker. All of a sudden you realize that most holidays are man-made and pagan anyways, and they're designed to fucking stimulate the economy and make people buy more stuff, aka Christmas. Guys, Christmas has nothing to do with like Jesus Christ. Christmas has nothing to do with God. Christmas is fucking man-made. So my point is, you're gonna have these people, family members included, that are stuck on the pagan holidays and old traditions. Why? Because that's where their frequency is, okay? And when you start to elevate above yours, they're not gonna like that because you're changing the past. But you need to change the past because the past isn't your highest version of yourself, all right? So yeah, a lot of people are probably gonna be unsettled when you stop showing up to Christmas and you stop showing up to holidays because you don't want to share energy with certain people. And guess what? That means you're on the right path. It does. You're elevating. You're the one that's not watching crap on the internet. You're the one who's trying to help people. You're the one who's smart with your money. You're the one who's not eating crap and you're not overweight. You're the one that's actually elevating. You're the one that's living a pure life. You're the one who's studying ancient texts, ancient religions, ancient Taoism, Buddhism, Christianity, Jesus. You're the one studying those things, living a sober, clean life, exercising every single day, living a pure life, taking care of your family, whatever you got. You're the one on the narrow path. Okay, so when you're actually doing that, when you're actually meditating, when you're actually living that way, anybody who doesn't like it or gives you crap about it or tries to bring you back down, that's expected. It's normal. People don't want to see you do better than them. People don't want you to change. So just know that this road is going to be full of people trying to drag you down. Okay, and it's in every single ancient religious text. Every single one of them, guys. Listen, this is a pretty big concept too. You have diehard people for every religion. Christianity, Rastafarianism, Buddhism, Hinduism, Nordicism, all praise to Thor. Okay. Ancient China, Asia in general, Egypt, the Egyptians. You have all these different religions, okay? But the truth is, that is just their interpretation of the central source, which is God, which is the universe, which is energy, okay? So people are going to get wrapped up and cling to one, which is normal, it's fine. But the only way that we can receive everything is to look within ourselves and have an open mind. Okay, granted, you need to have discernment. We need to have a large level of discernment because there's a lot of demonic stuff out there that is just going to try and bring you down. Black magic, okay, voodoo, lust. Lust is a huge one, man. People live their whole lives around lust. And that's why there's so much corruption in places like the Catholic Church. Look at the priests. Look at what the priests do. Okay, so I have on my finger this tattoo right here. You see it? It's an upside down crown. Okay, and what that means is I don't oblige to authority. I don't submit to authority. I don't care who the president is. I don't care who the king is. It means nothing to me because I am the king of my own life. Okay? So if there's somebody in power and they're corrupt, I will not follow them. I'd rather die to the sword than follow a corrupt power. So I know I kind of went on a rant in this video, but I think it's important for everybody to hear that not everybody in your life is going to help you. Not everybody in your life wants your best interest. And the biggest breakthroughs I've ever had in my entire life was when I cut off exes, cut off friends, cut off family, stopped communicating with these people. Once I had a sense and I had discernment that these people were becoming increasingly more negative, and I wasn't receiving anything, and they weren't listening to me, I realized I was wasting my energy and wasting my time. When they start arguments and they just fucking argue with you over and over nothing, you gotta like say to yourself, what am I doing? Like, what? There's so many people out here that would like die on a sword for me. There's people out here that respect me like a king. There's people that love me. Why would I ever waste my energy on somebody who's going to not listen, who's going to argue, who's going to be negative? Like, why on earth would I ever do that? So the biggest times that I've ever elevated and I've made the most progress in my life, spiritually, physically, business, relationships, whatever, is when I got rid of old people. So it's not easy, okay? It's not easy. It's going to hurt. Sometimes your heart's going to hurt because you have a soul tie with that person. Okay, that's a big thing people don't really talk about. When you have a relationship with somebody, you have a soul tie with them. Your souls are tied, unfortunately, so it's not going to be good for you. So you're going to have to get rid of it. And yes, it's going to be painful. But I will tell you, getting rid of the person and going through the pain, and it's like a snake. You ever see a snake shed their skin? Yeah, it's not like fun. It's not fun. It's not going to feel good. It's like a phoenix, going through the fire. It doesn't feel great. But if you want to elevate and you want to evolve, you have to do it. You have to go through it, regardless of the pain, regardless of how much it's going to hurt to get rid of that person in your life, regardless of going through periods of isolation. Guys, isolation brings elevation. That's the truth. If you can learn to love yourself and be by yourself, and don't do anything toxic, and heal yourself and live purely and treat yourself like somebody that you're in charge of helping, then you will become a strong individual, okay? I've been doing that on and off my whole life. I'm on a pretty big streak with it right now. And yeah, so I hope this video helps. Just to kind of recap, it's mainly about having discernment and looking out for the right people, and realizing that people are demonically possessed and they're going to try and drain you of your energy, and that's normal and it's not okay. And the longer you keep them in your life, the worse off you're going to be, and that's on you. So again, if you have any questions for me, if you want to talk to me, if you need anything, my Instagram handle is the same as my YouTube, Josh_Peterson_LLC. Josh Peterson LLC. Just shoot me a DM, follow me, let me know if you need anything. I love you guys. I hope this helps.